Hello and welcome friends to another Baldurs Gate 3 mod showcase. This episode we showcase the extra backgrounds mod. Credits to Lumitarian for taking the time and effort to really bring these backgrounds to life, and specifically these are extra backgrounds from D&D 5e adapted for Baldurs Gate 3, with the key word here being adapted. Now the mod author themselves has stated that it does add backgrounds from D&D that give your character additional spells, with a hopefully decent adaptation to Baldurs Gate 3's limitations. Now, limitations is another keyword here. I do know that there are some people from my past videos that have said that they wish that some mods would get as close as possible to D&D 5e. However, the creators of Baldurs Gate 3 have only brought as much as possible to the actual tabletop, and the mod author themselves has worked to their best ability to really get these backgrounds as close as possible as well, specifically saying these backgrounds are meant to add additional spells to the spell list. But however, since this is impossible in Baldurs Gate 3, they have reduced the number of spells gained, as you can see here, in exchange for them being freely added to your character and not taking spells known/prepared slots. Now that's really cool here too, as we can see here with the Baldurs Legionnaire. And not to get too ahead of myself, but this is a showcase and preview of a more in-depth character build that I plan on using as well, which is the Undying Light Warlock subclass, which is also credits to Lumitarian, and I'm really looking forward to doing that video for you, Lumitarian, and also for those interested in this subclass. But going into more detail on the Baldurs Legionnaire, which is the background that I'll be using as an example. As a member of the Baldurs Legion, your life is devoted to the service of angels and consecrated to the work of establishing justice and peace on the streets of Ravnica. We've learned 2 cantrips from this background: Firebolt, Sacred Flame, and adding 5 spells, which is pretty generous actually: Guiding Bolt, Aid, Blinding Smite, Death Ward, Flame Strike, and gaining the skills of Athletics and Intimidation. So not only are these extra backgrounds for roleplay purposes and for flavor, but you really gain something out of them if you decide to pick them up. Now yes, I know these are cantrips and spells, so these do lean towards more caster type builds, but that doesn't mean you can't use them if you're, let's say, a barbarian or a fighter. As a number of my returning viewers know, I do absolutely love going ham when it comes to backgrounds and also character builds, so this really just adds an insane amount of replayability for all of us D&D and Baldurs Gate fans too. Now that's the thing, as well as genuinely speaking to Lumitarian and also the other mod authors out there that I've showcased on my channel, is that they do bring an insane amount of that replayability and also that incentive to have us make even more characters and to really push the boundaries of Baldurs Gate. Now, I will be ending the video here because this is a short mod showcase, and I do want to save the more in-depth subclass of the Undying Light for a separate longer video. But do let me know in the comments what kinds of characters you all plan on playing and also creating with these types of backgrounds, and what you're going to pair them with when in terms of base game classes or even other modded classes out there. I genuinely want to hear all about these types of character builds that you have on making, and also it will give me some ideas, and I'll even take some requests too with character builds in terms of adding these backgrounds into them. But to both returning and new viewers, as well as to Lumitarian themselves, I hope you enjoyed this quick showcase of the extra backgrounds mod, and also hopefully enjoy the longer video showcase of the Undying Light Warlock subclass. Warlock is one of my favorite classes from tabletop D&D, so this is going to be really cool in terms of flipping things around and also creating a Warlock that's more light oriented. I'm already thinking about leaning towards something of a Meridia roleplay, like an Elder Scrolls type of character, but again, that's just thinking ahead of myself. Anyway, I hope you all absolutely go wild when it comes to character builds with this specific mod, and I'll save you all a seat at the table for the next adventure. Have a great day, friends.